Welcome back. Today is the day, the World Cup final, Argentina versus Spain, and we figured we would bring in a taste of each nation. So joining us now, owner and head chef of Palermo, Gramercy, Carlo Rivero, as well as president and owner of Socorrat restaurants, Lolo, Manso. Thank you guys so much for coming in early in the morning, and we teased this before the break, but if only our viewers could smell this at home. Two incredible countries with such incredible food. We're going to break it all down.
I've been waiting for this segment all morning. Gentlemen, thank you again for being here. Yeah, let's just get right into this. So, Carlo, let's start with the great country of Argentina. Just take us through what you brought here this morning for us.
We try to make lots of colors, textures, and flavors. We usually start with this great tuna tartare, which take us to
yum. Look at that.
Oh, yeah.
Just pouring right over the jersey there.
And then just to finish, great steak. Our steak, always great smell with some rosemary. That's our ribeye.
I can spot a ribeye from space,
as well, which is really good. There's some criolla and chimichurri on the end. And of course, a skirt steak, the most popular item in a restaurant.
Wow.
It's very thin, very packed, lots of flavors going on. And we keep it, we try to respect the protein on their best expression. Yeah. In addition to that, the lamb croquettes, a little bit of panko, Greek yogurt, togarashi.
I know Kyle wants to jump in here.
I'm just going to start eating.
Let me ask you this. What is it about Argentinian food that really, certain flavors that kind of separate it from something else?
Well, for example,
oh my goodness.
Jahua is great. You might need to dip on this. You might need your empanada on this sauce because it's very Argentinian. Jahua, which is tomato, capers, basil, and some rocoto, which is really good.
In here. Okay, now let's get over to the Spanish side of things. We have a beautiful paella here. Walk me through the taste, the flavor, and everything you have.
Well, thank you so much. As many people know, paella is the king or queen of the Spanish dishes, and it's very Mediterranean, and it's very healthy.
Yum.
And it has, we have many different paellas, like 6 or 7, but this is more typical because it's mixed. We have a little pieces of chorizo, a little pieces of chicken, calamari, shrimp, mussels.
Can I take this fork and try it?
Yes, yes.
So we have a kind of more of a rice base.
Yeah,
is this more of a seafood paella?
Yeah,
Okay.
but now it's a little cold, but the flavors are there. Always
delicious
to mix.
Yeah. And what is it about this pan, too? I feel like a lot of the flavor comes from that.
Well, we cook in the pan.
Okay.
We cook in the pan, and we cook it from scratch. It takes 25 to 30 minutes. So everything is fresh, pum, pum, pam, pam. 30 minutes, magic, paella.
Magic.
So
Let's
it's
try
not
the
that,
magic.
And
it's so good.
Yes.
Well, anyway, so this is one of the dishes. Another one is the Spanish octopus. The from Galicia. It's very simple.
That Spanish octopus?
Yes.
Dig in.
Yes.
I won't touch anything else.
Well, listen. One of my slogans is eat with be elegant, eat with your hands. When you eat with your hands, everything tastes better.
I agree.
There you go.
I just, I'm on television. I didn't want to.
Especially when you can grab it with your hands, everything tastes better.
I eat with my hands a lot.
So very
well, then
good.
dig in. We have some prosciutto. Is this prosciutto here?
The Spanish Serrano ham.
Okay.
That is wonderful. And as well, you have the shrimp in garlic sauce.
Oh, that octopus is something else.
Yeah.
Hey, guys, I want to get into this really quick.
I love it when you eat with your hands. I said, be elegant. Eat with your hands.
Dig in.
I'm not a very elegant
person,
eater.
right?
No, I do want to talk about what cuisine, what food means in each one of your cultures. We'll start with you.
I mean, first of all, we try to do hospitality over service, focusing on a great product. Our gastronomy is very influenced of different colors and textures. Our steak is unique. We bring our steaks from Argentina. Multiple different cuts.
And Argentinian beef, you're known for beef. Argentinian beef is something. I mean, look, we love American beef. I get it, but Argentinian beef is another level.
Well, we let it rest enough amount of time for that blood to go down for you to get the real flavor of it. I'm a big fan of it.
What is this really quick?
So those are croquettes. A lot going on the plate. Some lamb. As Lolo say, we invite you to use your hands.
Don't mind if I do.
Panko around, which is Japanese crumbs. Over the Greek yogurt, togarashi, we use some Malbec to make it Argentinian to braise the beef. And then, not happy with that, we place some togarashi with micro chives.
Good thing Carlo's doing the talking because we're both eating over here.
Tell us about what cuisine means in Spain.
When you talk about eating with your hands, too, talk about kind of the culture, the community, the family aspect behind food.
Well, as you may know, in Spain is very popular tapas, and tapas is small bites.
Yep.
And many of those usually is when you go to a bar we don't get. It's very rare to get drunk because we always eat.
Yep.
When you go to Spain, at the bar is full of different tapas. So when you have a wine or beer or whatever, you always have something to eat.
Yeah.
And they put it anything that you can grab with your hands.
Well, and I've been to Barcelona before, and I remember either the paella dish, something big for the family to share, or small dishes for everyone to kind of dig into. So it's all about kind of being around the table as a community.
Yeah.
I also want to get into the soccer, right? The big game today. You got your jersey on. You brought your jersey. Is there any, tension? You guys are both cooking food at the end of the day, but you want your country to win.
I love Argentina.
Yeah.
I have a love story with Argentina because when I was a little boy, 7 years old, my parents told me that we have an aunt in Buenos Aires. So when I was 7 years old, I used to write her letters.
Aww.
In Calle Arroyo. I remember the name. It was 3,000 something. It was a huge avenue. In Spain, in my hometown, it's always very small streets. The numbers of the street, it was maybe 20 or 30 at the most.
There you go. So there's love there, but you want your team to win, right?
Oh, absolutely.
And what about you?
I mean, I'm at this stage, everyone was expecting this final.
Yeah.
I think we're both winners being at this point at that stage, and we're in the biggest stage of soccer right now. I'm pretty sure it's going to be amazing.
It's going to be amazing.
And it's exciting to see how much passion there's been in the U.S. for soccer. In Argentina, and in Spain, these countries, you guys love your soccer, but it's fun to see here. And obviously, we got some of the Argentinian wine as well. We got to go to break, but I'm sure we're going to keep eating all this food and keep talking about this. It was so nice to meet you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, both for coming in. Thank you so much. Carlo, from Palermo, Gramercy,
Guys, I hope you
and
got
Lolo
to-go boxes here. All right, stay with us.
Socorrat. Thank you guys so much.
We'll be right back.